Okay, we need to have a conversation, apparently, because, uh, I've been seeing people recommending this fanfic called, Get on Your Knees and Pray to Me, for Loki. It's a Loki fanfic, and, it's supposed to be, it's considered one of the best. And so I went and I read the first chapter, and, basically Loki becomes the god of sex as well as the god of mischief and lies. And that's fine, but I actually had to stop reading it because the sex was so bad. And I actually was going to skim the sex scene originally just because I was more interested in the actual, like, development of the relationship between the girl and Loki than the, like, sexy parts. But I saw something about waves of pain radiating through her body and was like, what? And so I went back and I read it. That the first scene where the main character loses her virginity is so bad. And I don't mean it's written badly. I mean the mechanics of the sex is bad. This might end up being 2 videos. And I don't think the author's like a bad person. I don't think they're trying to be mean. I actually talked to the author and they said that the way they wrote that scene was based on their own experience and the experience of people that they have spoken to, which actually just makes me feel really, really bad for them. Because that's not what de-virginizing or whatever is supposed to feel like. And there's this myth that losing your virginity is like extremely painful and terrible, and it's not supposed to be. Barring medical conditions or psychological issues. I know that I know people in real life who have different medical issues that make sex painful. That's not what I'm talking about, and that's not what was in the story either. That, like, the author wasn't alluding to those. And I know that there's, like, past traumas that can also make sex physically painful because it causes a lot of body tension, and if you're not relaxed when you are in the process of having penetrative sex, it can be extremely painful. That's not what was going on either. I will go into this more in a second video. So I want to preface this second part with saying if you enjoy this fanfic, that's fine. I'm not saying that, like, the fanfic itself is terrible. Oh my god. That's my cat Spot. He wants treats. It's not time yet. He gets them every day at 7 o'clock. Spot, shut up! Oh my god! Anyway. This is gonna be 3 parts because I can't get any words out because somebody won't shut up! Oh my goodness. Quiet! You get treats in 30 minutes. Be quiet. Oh my god. Cats. Anyway, part 3. Thanks a lot, Spot. Part 3. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy this fanfic. People can read whatever the hell they want, right? But, I wanted to talk about, I was concerned about how first-time sexual encounters were portrayed as being painful and that being normal, especially how painful it was for the main character in the fic. The first time you have sex is not supposed to hurt that much, barring, psychological or physical medical issues. Like if you have like vaginismus or something, then yes, it's going to hurt. But oh my god, Spot. But general, typical AFAB bodies, if your partner knows what they're doing, knows how to relax you, does the prep work, you shouldn't be in so much pain that you start crying unless you have an extremely low pain threshold. If you are in pain when, like, penetration starts, you need to slow down and do more prep work, basically, because sex isn't supposed to hurt you. If it does, unless you want it to, and there are people who are into pain, that's a completely different thing. Typical vanilla sex is not supposed to hurt. And I was very concerned reading that scene by how much it hurt, how long the pain lasted, and the fact that this guy who was apparently a sex god, a literal sex god, didn't know how to make it not hurt. I was very concerned, and I'm just, it was the least happy sex scene I've ever read in my life. So, yeah. Just saying. Also, FYI, last thing, and this is something that I also noticed, was one of the ways to make it so that sex doesn't hurt the first time that you have it, especially for a girl, well, for somebody with an AFAB body, is have an orgasm before the penetration, which didn't happen in that fic, and I feel like a sex god would know that. The more orgasms you have, the more relaxed you are, the more pleasurable the sex is going to be for you. Girls can orgasm more than once. AFAB people, whatever. Someone who doesn't have a dick can orgasm more than once in a sex session. Just FYI. Real life and writing tip for everyone.